everyone. I trust you're doing well. I'm back, and clearly I'm back with another reaction video. So if you don't know me, my name is Faye and I appreciate you for stopping by. If you're new to this channel, feel so welcome and feel at home. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So in today's episode, I'm going to be watching the song Alice's Restaurant by Arlo Guthrie, and this is live at Farm Aid 2005. And I can't wait to see what it's all about, and I'm hoping that you're going to take this journey with me all the way to the end. As always, I'll be giving my interpretation as well as comment at the end of the video, so I'm looking forward to seeing you there. And if this is the kind of content you're interested in, kindly smash that subscribe button and join this Africa Reacts Pro family, and let's enjoy this reaction journey together. So today's video, I've been forewarned, I've been told it's long. As you can see, it's a long video, but I've been told that I'm going to love it. So I'm hoping to love it, and I'm hoping that you're also going to love it as well. So today's video is sponsored by one of my very loyal viewer and subscriber, that is Uncle Daniel. And so Uncle Daniel, thank you so much for sponsoring this video. And without further ado, let's dive into this song, Alice's Restaurant, and see if we are going to love it or not.
Ladies and gentlemen, Arlo Guthrie.
Peace. You know me with instruments. I'm in love.
This song's called Alice's Restaurant. About Alice and the restaurant. But Alice's Restaurant was never the name of a restaurant. It was always just the name of the song, which is why I still call it Alice's Restaurant.
Wow,
You can
what's her
get
name?
anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Walk right in, it's a roundabout, just a half a mile from the railroad track. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Well, you know, Farm Aid might have started about 20 years ago, but it was 40 Thanksgivings ago. 40 years ago on Thanksgiving, when my friend and I decided to go up and visit Alice at the restaurant. But Alice didn't used to live in a restaurant. She lived in the church nearby the restaurant, in the bell tower, with her husband Ray and Facha the dog. And living in the bell tower like that, they used to have a lot of room downstairs where the pews used to be. And seeing as how they took out all of the pews and having all that room, they decided that they didn't have to take out their garbage for a long time.
Wow.
We got up there, found the place was filled with garbage, and we decided it'd be a friendly gesture for us to take the garbage down to the town dump. So we took the half a ton of garbage, put it in the back of a red VW microbus,
Wow,
took
nice of
shovels
them.
and rakes and implements of destruction, and headed on toward the town dump. We got there, and there was a sign, a chain across the road saying, "Closed on Thanksgiving." And we had never heard of a dump being closed on Thanksgiving before. So with tears in our eyes, we drove off into the sunset, looking for another place to put the garbage. And we didn't find one till we come to a side road. And off of the side road, there was a 15-foot cliff, and at the bottom of the cliff, there was another pile of garbage. And we decided that one big pile would be better than two little ones. Rather than bring that one up, we decided to throw ours down.
Wow.
That's what we did. Drove back to the church, had a Thanksgiving dinner that could...
Guys, what would you do? Would you throw yours down or bring that out? Let me know in the comment section. I'm really loving the song so far. I love stories. If you know me by now, you know I love stories. So I'm really enjoying this song, and I hope you are as well.
Be beat, went to sleep and didn't get up until the next morning when we got a phone call from Officer Obi.
Ooh,
He
officer.
said, "Kid, we found your name on an envelope at the bottom of a half a ton of garbage. Just wanted to know if you had any information about it." And I said, "Yes, sir, Officer Obi. I cannot tell a lie. I put that envelope under that garbage."
Wow.
It was after talking to Obi for about 45 minutes on the telephone that we finally arrived at the truth of the matter. And Obi said we had to go down, pick up the garbage, we also had to go down and talk to him at the police officer station.
Ooh.
Now, friends, there was only one of two things that Obie could have done at the police officer station. And the first thing was he could have given us a medal for being so brave and honest over the telephone, which wasn't very likely, and we didn't expect it. And of course, the other possibility was that he could have bawled us out and told us never to be seen driving garbage around the vicinity again, which is what we expected. But when we got to the police officer station, there was a third possibility that we hadn't counted on, and we was both immediately arrested, handcuffed. Now,
Ooh, crazy. I would have expected the officer to go for option 2, but this third one, crazy. Poor them.
said, Obie, I don't think I can pick up the garbage with these handcuffs on. He said, shut up, kid. Get in the back of the patrol car. And we sat in the back of the patrol car and drove to the, quote, scene of the crime, unquote. Now, friends, I want to tell you about the town of Stockbridge, Massachusetts, where this was happening. They got 3 stop signs, 2 police officers, and 1 police car. But when we got to the scene of the crime, there was 5 police officers and 3 police cars, being the biggest crime of the last 50 years, and everybody wanted to get in the newspaper story about it. And they was using up all kinds of cop equipment they had hanging around the police officer station. They was taking plaster tire tracks, footprints, dog-smelling prints, and they took 27 8x10 colored glossy pictures with circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back of each one explaining what each one was to be used as evidence against us. They took pictures of the approach, the getaway, the northwest corner and the southwest corner, and that's not to mention the aerial photography.
Ooh.
It was after the ordeal, we went back to the jail, and Obie said he was going to put us in a cell. He said, kid, I'm going to put you in a cell. Give me your wallet and your belt. And I said, Obie, I can understand you want my wallet, so I don't have any money to spend in the cell. But what do you want my belt for? He said, kid, we don't want any hangings. And I said, Obie, did you think I was going to hang myself for littering?
That guy is crazy. Hang myself for littering? No way. I'm not that crazy. I can imagine him saying, did you think I was going to hang myself for littering? This song is so amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I hope you are enjoying it as well. This is awesome.
Obie said he was making sure, and friends, Obie was, because he took out the toilet seat so I couldn't hit myself over the head and drown. Took out the toilet paper so I couldn't bend the bars, roll the toilet paper out the window, slide down the roll, have an escape and get away.
How
Obie
nice.
was making sure, all right. And it was about 4 or 5 hours later that Alice, remember Alice? This is still the song about Alice, and she come by, and with a few nasty words to Obie on the side, she bailed us out of jail, and we went back to the church, had a Thanksgiving dinner that couldn't be beat, went to sleep and didn't get up until the next morning, when we all had to go to court. We
Wow.
walked in, sat down. Obie come in with the 27 8x10 colored glossy pictures with the circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back of each one explaining what each one was to be used as evidence against us, and he sat down. A man come in. He said, all rise, and we stood up. And Obie stood up with the 27 8x10 colored glossy pictures with the circles and arrows, and the judge walked in with a CNI dog. He sat down, we sat down, Obie looked at the CNI dog. And then at the 27 8x10 colored glossy pictures with the circles and arrows, and looked at the CNI dog, and Obie began to cry. Because Obie come to the realization that this was a typical case of American blind justice, and there was nothing he was gonna do about it. But it didn't matter, because we was fined $25 and had to pick up the garbage.
$25.
Snow.
And pick up the
That's not what I
garbage.
come to talk about this afternoon. Thought I'd talk a little bit about the draft. Now, some people say that's just from years ago, but tell that to the guys who've been called up again.
Wow.
They used to have a building over in New York City on Whitehall Street. That's where you used to have to go in, get injected, inspected, detected, infected, neglected, and selected. And I remember I had to go in there one morning a long time ago for my physical examination. I got good and drunk the night before, because I wanted to feel my best when I went in that morning. I mean, I wanted to feel like, I wanted to look, I wanted to be like the all-American kid. And when I went in that morning, I was hung down, I was brung down, I was hung up, I was all kinds of mean, nasty, ugly-looking things. I walked in and I sat down. They gave me a piece of paper, said, kid, see the psychiatrist, room 604.
Psychiatrist.
I went in there. I said, shrink, I want to kill. I mean, I want to kill. I want to see blood and gore and guts and veins in my teeth, eat dead, burnt bodies. I mean, kill.
Really?
Kill. And I started jumping up and down, yelling, kill, kill. And he started jumping up and down with me. And we was both jumping up and down, yelling, kill, 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 till the sergeant come over.
Wow.
Pinned the medal on me, sent me down the hall, said, you're our boy. I didn't feel real good about it, but I proceeded on down the hall, getting more injections, inspections, and all kinds of stuff that they was doing to me at the thing there. And I was there for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. I was there for a long time, going through all kinds of mean, nasty, ugly things. Till I finally come to see the very last man. I walked up, I said, what do you want to see me about? He said, kid, we only have one more question. Have you ever been arrested?
Was.
I told him the story of the Atlas's restaurant massacre with 5-part harmony, full orchestration. He stopped me again, he said, kid, did you go to court? And I told him the story of the 27 8x10 color glossy pictures with the circles and arrows. He stopped me again. He said, kid, I want you to go over, sit down on that bench that says Group W.
Ooh. What is that? I love this song.
I went over there, Group W. Group W was where they used to put you if you might not have been moral enough to join the Army after committing your special crime. There was all kinds of mean, nasty, ugly-looking people on the bench. I mean, there was mother rapers and father stabbers and father rapers.
Oh.
There was father rapers sitting there on the bench next to me. I mean, these was mean, nasty, ugly, horrible, crime-fighting guys. And the meanest, ugliest, nastiest one, the meanest father raper of them all, was coming over to me, and he sat down next to me and said, kid, what'd you get? I said, I didn't get nothing. I had to pay $25 and pick up the garbage. He said, kid, what was you arrested for? And I said, littering. And they all moved away from me on the bench there. Until I said, and creating a nuisance. And then they all come back and shook my hand. And we had a great time on the bench, talking about crime, mother stabbing, father raping, who's smoking cigarettes and all kinds of stuff, having a good time. Till the sergeant come over.
Oh, wow.
Had some paper in his hand. He held it up. He went like this. He said, kid, this piece of paper got 37 watts for the says one on time, the crime, detail the crime, English say, pretend tune about the crime, the rest of the officer's name, kind of thing gotta say, and he talked for 45 minutes, but nobody understood a word he said.
I
But we
did see
had
that.
fun filling out the forms and playing with the pencils on the bench there, and I wrote down the massacre like I was supposed to, and I put down my pencil, turned over the piece of paper, and there on the other side of that piece of paper, in the middle of the other side, away from everything else on the other side, underlined and capitalized, read the following words.
Wow.
Have you rehabilitated yourself?
How?
I went over to the sergeant. I said, Sergeant, you got a lot of gall to ask me if I've rehabilitated myself. I'm sitting here on the Group W. I'm sitting here on the Group W bench because you want to know if I'm moral enough to join the army, burn women, kids, houses, children, villages after being a litter bug. He said, kid, we don't like your kind. We're gonna send your fingerprints off to Washington. And friends, somewhere in Washington, enshrined in a little folder is a study in black and white of my fingerprints. They're still there. The only reason I'm singing you the song this afternoon is because you may know somebody in a similar situation sometime. Even some of you could be in something like this sometime sooner than you're sitting here thinking about right now. If you ever find yourself in something like that and you don't know what to do, well, there may be only one thing you can do, and that's to walk in wherever you're supposed to be. You go in, you sit down, you wait your turn, and when you get a chance, you go something like this. You walk in, you say, oh, shrink, you can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant, and walk out. Imagine one person, even today, walking in singing some Alice's restaurant, walking out. Friends are gonna say, hey, that guy's 40 years too late. Get that guy out of here. Or imagine two of them walking hand in hand, singing in harmony. I don't know what the policy is, but I guess if you tell them you ain't going. So imagine three of them. They might think of some kind of organization or something. Or maybe 50 people a day, going in, singing some Alice's restaurant, walking out. Friends, they might think it's a movement, even though most of them be too young to know what a movement was. But that's what it was. It was the Alice's Restaurant Anti-Massacre Movement. That's what it was, that's what it is, and that's what it's always gonna be. And all you've got to do to join is to help me sing it as it comes around again on the guitar. With
Wow. With feeling.
We're just waiting for it to come around here. Alright. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. No.
I wish I can
I know
sing.
there's a lot of good music here and stuff today, and I know that, well, after all this time, if you want to sing along,
I
you can't
want.
just start singing at the end or something. If you want to end war and stuff, you got to learn to sing loud all the time so people can hear you.
I'm gonna sing.
Last chance, here we go. You can get anything you want. That's good. Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. At Alice's Restaurant.
Wow. This is awesome. Over.
Thank you. God bless Farm.
That was so short. I wanted more. Like 16 minutes are that short. I can't believe it. Anyway, I hope you feel the same way, because for me, this song, I think the way it was a story, time flew by so fast, and I didn't even realize I love this song, and I hope you love it as well. So if you love the song, kindly go ahead right now and give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to leave a comment and share with me what you liked about this, how you felt watching this song, and your interpretation to it as well. So this was so awesome, and I understand now, I now understand why Uncle Daniel said I will love this song, because I love stories. If you know me by now, you know I love stories, and this song is more of a story, and I love how he displays, he brought out that story in a music kind of way, playing guitar and telling a story. That was so awesome. And I would attend such a storytelling session. So I really enjoyed this. It was so awesome. And the story was also interesting and amazing to follow through. So I can't wait to hear your feedback regarding this song. So kindly leave a comment and share with me what your thoughts are so that I get to understand the song from your own point of view. I love doing that. I love it. So that is it for today, guys. I was told this is more of an anti-Vietnam War kind of song, and now I understand it, especially at the end of the song where we are told it's more of a movement and if you have to you have to sing it loud and all that. So it's clear to me now that this song is about an anti-war song, and yeah, so I'm told it's about an anti-Vietnam War. So you get it now. I hope you enjoyed it. It is so lovely, and I hope to watch more of Arlo Guthrie songs because he's such an interesting storyteller, and I hope more of his songs are more of stories. Your girl here loves stories. So guys, if you know other songs by Arlo Guthrie that you think I might enjoy going forward, kindly leave a comment and suggest it in the comment section, and I will be so glad to watch it with you guys. So that is it for today. It was a lovely song. I enjoyed it. And Uncle Daniel, thank you so much for sponsoring this video. It was lovely. And so if you're watching this song, actually, done watching the song. So if you're watching me right now, if you're watching me right now and you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly go ahead and smash that subscribe button and join this Africa Reacts Pro family, and let's enjoy this reaction journey together. And I can't wait to see you in the next episode. So lastly, before I go, if you'd like to support the channel, you're more than welcome to do so. All you need to do is check the description below where you will find the link to my Patreon account as well as my PayPal address, and you can have guaranteed requests from as little as $5 per video. So until next time, take care of yourself, be safe, and remember not to be fair. Yeah, be fair and just to one another, and yeah, let's not cause war again. Bye, and I'm out. Peace out.